Namaste, beloved children. Welcome to the Classic International Public School. Today I'll be introducing on the subject social science. My name is Fidelis and I will be just introducing today on the subject social science for the Karnataka Secondary Education Examination Board. Why did I mention Karnataka Secondary Education Examination Board? That is the board which are going to appear for the coming exam. For the past 10 years you have been studying, and this is going to be the first examination which you are going to face. So as you are preparing for this board examination, I welcome you and I wish you all the best. So why did I mention is how serious every moment of your life is since you have come to the end. But this is not the end, but it's going to be a new beginning for you. All these years, the teachers that you have taught you and the parents and so many people who have all nourished you with knowledge and wisdom and experience are all part of your life. And I am just a bit of a drop in the ocean, which I'll be adding to your life. I am not everything. So you need to be grateful to the persons who have taught you in the past. So every person who have taught you and the knowledge and the wisdom and the experience that you have learnt are all relevant, and you need to be grateful to each and every one whom you have learnt in your life. Now before I begin, even when I was in my school days, I was just waiting, when will my studies get over, when this learning will end. But let me tell you, student's life is the best life. What do we understand by student? Student is a person who learns, and I am here before you as a student. I am also a learner. Learning never stops. Learning never ends. So learning is a lifelong process. As I am sharing my knowledge and experience, I am learning. So I am also a learner, and I am happy to share my knowledge, my experience with you. In fact, learning is a two-way. It's an interaction. It's a two-way process. And today, amidst challenging circumstances, how do we interact with each other? How do we interconnect with each other? It is through the social media. That is what. It's a medium which is connecting you and me today in order to share my knowledge and experience with you. So let us try to understand the subject social science. It's a very vast subject, as you know, and it is very challenging. Let us highlight and let us try to learn as an introduction. To understand that, let us imagine a tree. Social science is the root. Okay? And there are different branches. That is history, political science is another branch of social science, sociology is another branch, geography is another branch, and economics is another branch, business studies is another branch. So how vast the subject is, and it includes almost everything. So the whole world is our subject, and that makes it challenging. And if anybody is interested to know so many things, varieties of things, then this is the subject. So variety is the spice of life, we say. So here is a subject where it gives you so many varieties. And this is going to be your last academic year where you'll be learning such variety. Later on, it will be into a separate branch itself. It becomes a major subject where you need to make a choice. So let us try to understand the whole thing as a summary and also for our future decision and choice in our life. Now this is the root, and what do we need? As this history, still further branches can be bifurcated. Even this political science, again in detail when you go, it will be again divided into further branches. Sociology also is a vast, huge, independent branch, and it will be again, it's growing and growing. And geography also, there's no end for it. And economics also, there's no end. And business studies also. But each and everything is part of our life. If you want to study history, we need to know. Simply we cannot. The background of that, the geography becomes the stage, and on that stage, the history, the historical persons play their role. Similarly, so each and everything is important. So let us have a brief idea about all those things. So the root is important, so we should never forget the root, but ultimately the fruit. So today you are in 10th standard, almost you're going to finish the secondary education. So the root, the people who have taught you in your life and the persons who have shared their knowledge and wisdom, okay, are all part of your life. And that is why the fruit that you are enjoying today is the root. So you should never forget. Let us try to understand still better, more practically. For example, now this is the classic school, isn't it? Now the root of your LKG, UKG, first standard, second standard, all the primary teachers who have taught you, who have nourished your roots, are being very, very beneficial for you to come to a stage where now you are able to express yourself and learn so many things. Now, I will go into detail a little more further. What do we understand by history? Or let us say, what do we understand by social science in general? So, social science, there are two things we need to remember. One is social science. Let us say, what is science? Let us try to understand the word science. What is science? Science is a systematic study. It's a scientific study. Scientific study means in science, in pure science, you have a laboratory and you observe and make a study, you experiment. But how about making a science a social science? How can we don't have any laboratory for human beings to put into it and experiment. So social science, it covers the whole of the world. So our whole world is our study. So we are part of the world, part of the society and its relationship, and that is how the whole branches are interconnected. Whether you want to study history also, you are going to refer the whole world. In the whole world, it can be Indian history or the history of the world, American history, European history. Similarly, geography, it can be the study in India about the climate and about the resources in India or the resources all over the world. So the whole world is our laboratory, is our study material. So the people we interact, the people we come in relationship becomes a part of our study and our experience. So children, let us try to understand a little further. So I was telling social science. Science is a systematic study. So social science is a systematic study of human society and social relationships. So human society and social relationship. So children, so social science is a systematic study of human society and social relationship. Similarly, history is a social science. It's a systematic study of human society and social relationship of the past. So political science, it is also related to human society and social relationship related to administration and about the administration of the state. Sociology is again it's a science, it's a branch of social science which also relates to human society and social relationship. Geography is also related to human society and social relationship. And economics is also related to human society and social relationship. Business studies is also related to human society and social relationship. So if you see, everything has a common. Why did I mention human society? There is even animal society, but we are not going to study about that. Here we are mainly focusing on human society. That is why it is been mentioned here. So you have studied in 8th standard the basic terminology of all these things as an introduction. Do you remember what do you understand by history? History comes from the Greek word. It comes from the Greek word historia, which means investigation, to investigate, to inquire, to get more and more knowledge, to understand the truth. So that is how the Greek word is come. So it is a study of the past for our present understanding and also to cope for the future. So it is the understanding of the past knowledge in order to understand better the present, how the present has evolved in life, and then to cope up with the future. Now, political science, it comes from the Greek word polis, which means city-state. Do you know who is the father of history? Father of history is Herodotus. And the father of political science is Aristotle. And the father of sociology is Auguste Comte. So children, I was telling you the father of history is Herodotus, father of political science is Aristotle, father of sociology is Auguste Comte, father of geography is Eratosthenes, father of economics is Adam Smith, father of business studies is Peter F. Drucker. So we need to understand basically what is history and who is the father of history. What is political science and who is the father of Aristotle? What is sociology? Logi is again a Greek word, logos. It comes from the word logos, which means study, social, study of human society and its relationship. And geography, it is related to the earth and its environment and the people living in the environment. So all those things you have been studying from 8th and 9th. So economics, it comes from the oikonomos, again a Greek word, which means household management, how to manage the house. So that is the root word. And then it has a broader meaning which includes the resources that we have. It's a management of the resources, the limited resources that are available, and how do we manage the resources. So that deals with economics. And business studies, it is again related to the production, then distribution, consumers. So it's again a business world. Again, it has a more wider subject like accountancy, marketing, and so many other subjects are included in the business studies. All that is related to business. So in order to do a business, you need to know the geographical area also, particularly, and also the history of the people, the society, the social aspect while doing your business will improve your business. So in that way, each and everything is interrelated and interconnected. Even while studying sociology, you need to know the history of the human society where you're making a study. Similarly, geography also, the history of that place. So in that way, one or the other, it is interrelated and interconnected. The subjects are interconnected. So that makes really an interesting subject and also a very challenging subject. Now, the same thing about social science in another aspect, if we try to see, we can see it as a diamond. What does a diamond is? For example, when you cut one layer of a diamond, it shines. If you cut on the other side, it also shines. So if you are studying history, it is also a good. So it is like a diamond. Social science has a different facets, varieties. So whether you study history also, it's a part of social science. You start shining like a diamond. And whether you study geography is also a part of social science where you can really shine and light. So that is how, but how do we take this as a diamond? How do we relate to our life? It is like it gives light to the world. And what is light? Light is nothing but knowledge. It represents wisdom. So in other words, you need to be a light to the world. By studying social science, you are the light to the world. A light of knowledge, experience, and wisdom. That is how you need to be a diamond in your life. Okay? If you want to understand still better, let us try to understand our own self, our own body. We just cannot, each and every part of the body is important. See, the hand, it cannot by itself work. It needs a coordination of the whole, each and every part. That gives a full life and full function to your day-to-day life, which gives you meaning to your life, which adds value to your life. Similarly, so the word that need to be stressed here is collaboration and integration. So our lives, that's why the collaboration of all the branches are needed and all the people in the society, collaboration is more stressed upon when we study social science. We cannot study social science without interaction, without collaboration and integration of other subjects. So having a brief idea about social science, it can be like a branch. I'm just repeating you, revising so that you get a better understanding. We can understand as a branch. Social science is like a root, and from that root, the different branches: history, political science, sociology, geography, economics, business studies, different branches. And these can be again further, it can be again divided into further branches. Now, what is the relevance of studying all these things? What is the future of all these things? Already from 8th, 9th, 10th, already we should have our mind towards our career. Already in which direction we are going to go. Whether we like it or not, whether we want it or not, it is going to be a choice for you in your life. Because all these branches won't be studied further. Only in this SSLC, it will be the 8, 9, 10, and further it will be only a choices has to be made. That is why we need to already start getting into the choices, and why we need to make choice. And there is nothing, this subject is important and that no, it depends on your interest. All the subjects and all are relevant. For example, history, one who studies, he can become historian, and he can also become archaeologist, and it can be again a specialist in genealogy. What do you mean by genealogy? It's the study of the families. I was born, who were my parents, and who were my parents' parents. So genealogy, from where do I come? Who were all my parents and families? So history, it has so many vast subject, and by studying history, you can be in historical places, in places of museum, then you can become, so you can look after the museums and so many historical places, so you can manage those things. And political science, it is again a further branch there, which I will deal with you later on still further. Political science, according to administration, you can become an assistant to the legislature and government, and so many government offices, you can become an advisor, and in the administration of the state. So many options are there. Sociology also, you can become a counselor where people's problems are dealt with. Everything comes under this sociology where the social problems are there. And to those social problems, we need to find a solution to the problems. So that way, you need to have a very broad as a social worker, and you need to have a broad knowledge. Similarly, geography, you can become a cartologist where you can prepare the maps, and for example, the maps, you have the map. So the whole world is here, and the map reading and the map designing, all this comes under geography. A cartologist, you can become a specialist. The study of the science of map making, cartology, and one who studies is called a cartologist. So this is how the whole world is part of our study. So even if you want to do a business and study. Now in 8th standard in geography, you have started studying about the earth, layers of the earth, the biosphere, lithosphere, okay? And then later on in 9th standard, you have studied only about Karnataka, the resources in Karnataka, the mineral resources, human resources, population, the transport and communication. Now in class 10th, you will be studying, you will be focusing on India, the physical features of India, then the resources available in India, the various resources, mineral resources, water resources, land resources, and so many other subjects you will be covering, transportation and communication. So all those things you will be focusing on India. Similarly, there are so vast it is, but you will be focusing on India, and that is what you need to understand about India and its map literacy. So having said this, you can revise the subject and try to understand, okay? So children, now we have been studying the whole world. Now ultimately we have been learning so many things, varieties, true. Now what is the value of all those things? By studying so many things, whether we may get good marks or we may not get good marks, we may be successful in life or not, and yet you are very, very important in life. This one thing you need to remember. You are the certificate. You need not worry about the certificate. Oh, I have got just a low marks. No, you are the certificate in life. What you are, that is true. So try to understand here, values make one valuable. So we have studied so many branches, so many things we may study, we may be intelligent. Ultimately, it is values that makes one valuable. So can you guess what is K? There are 7 values. Can you guess K? K is knowledge. Okay, so how does knowledge, so the knowledge of history, sociology, business studies, geography, all that help us? It really nourishes our brain. Knowledge is needed for our brain and nervous system. That is why by studying all this, even if you not get good marks, it is going to nourish your brain and your nervous system. Knowledge is, the value of knowledge gives us a immunity, a strength to the brain and the nervous system. Now next is P. What is P stands for? P stands for purity. Okay, and how this pure, being pure, that is the five senses that we have, seeing, thinking, see, pure thoughts, pure vision. So all this purity helps the five senses to work and the immunity system. So the value of purity helps the immunity system. So when we are pure in our vision, in our thinking, in our listening, so how the values help us. And the next one, another P we have. What does the another P stand for? It stands for peace. And how peace is related? It is related to the breath, that is the respiratory system. That is why in meditation and all, when a person takes a deep breath, his mind is calm. So the value of peace and our respiratory system is connected. And that is why for these values are really valuable. Next is L. What does L stand for? It stands for love. So the value of love is connected to the circulatory system. What does the heart does? Heart circulates the blood to the whole body. That's why love is represented by heart. And the value of love is necessary for the circulation of the whole body. Next, H. What does H represent? It is happiness. Happiness. Happiness is related to the gastrointestinal system. So when we eat happily, then our gastrointestinal system is also very healthy. Next is B. What is B? B stands for bliss. And P stands for power. So bliss, it is connected to the endocrine system, and power, what does it mean? Power to listen, power to tolerate, power to cooperate. So these power help the skeletal system. So in that way, these powers help the muscular and skeletal system. Bliss helps in the endocrine system, happiness in the gastrointestinal system, then love, circulatory system, peace in the respiratory system, purity, the immune system and the five senses, and knowledge for the brain and nervous system. So ultimately these values, while we studying and learning, helps us to we become more valuable. Now coming to the formative facilitation. Now how we are going to plan? So if you are well planned, is half work is done. So now you almost have, let us say, 20 weeks for your board exam. So in this 20 weeks, minimum 20 to 40 minutes each day, and per week at least two chapters or two lessons if you try to cover up, you can easily do your studies well. So 20 to 40 minutes of self-study, you need to invest. and investing for your own future, for your own benefit. Now, along with this, we have so knowing oneself is true wisdom. So knowing yourself is very, very important. And why we are studying history, geography, political science, business studies, sociology? It is because we want to know ourselves better. Okay? Okay, so thank you. Now, along with this formative facilitation, we need to have, let me say, a performance reality. How can we perform better, and what is our reality? And what are the 5 P's that you need to remember, and 5 R? Okay, P and R. First one is patience you need to have, perseverance, practice, then peace, and then prayer. And about R, it is the reading. You need to read the textbook whether you understand or no. Then you need to revise. Then you need to reflect. And then you need to remember. And then you need to realize. So that is why it is important. Performance, reality, to understand, to perform well in your life. So I wish you all the best, dear children, for your coming board exam. Prepare well from now itself. I wish you all the best. Thank you.